Sparrowhawks are small birds of prey. They're adapted for hunting smaller birds in confined spaces like dense woodland, so gardens are ideal hunting grounds for them also. Adult male sparrowhawks have bluish-grey backs and wings, and orangey-brown bars on their chest and belly. Females and young birds have brown backs and wings, and brown bars underneath. Sparrowhawks have bright yellow or orangey eyes, long yellow legs, and long talons. Females are larger than males, as with all birds of prey. The length of the body is from 28 to 38 centimeters, and a wingspan from 55 to 70. The adult male weighs 110 to 196 grams, whilst the female weighs in at 185 to 342 grams. The UK breeding population is 30,500 pairs. Sparrowhawks predate mainly on small birds, with 120 different species having been recorded. Males can catch birds up to thrush size, but females being bigger can catch birds up to the size of a pigeon. Some sparrowhawks have also been known to catch bats. The colour of the eyes depends on age and gender. Typically, younger birds have greenish yellow eyes, which become brighter yellow within the first couple of years of their life. In some older sparrowhawks, the eye colour can become orange or occasionally red, particularly in the male. Females are about twice the weight of males, one of the largest differences between sexes in any bird of prey. While this enables her to carry extra body reserves needed for reproduction and to go for several days without a meal, it does mean she is a less agile hunter than the male. Females are therefore more likely to take larger birds like pigeons, while the male will typically hunt small songbirds like tits, finches, and sparrows. The sparrowhawk's modus operandi when hunting is to rely on the element of surprise, and as such will often follow a regular route to get close to potential prey, which in gardens means using the cover of a hedge or a shed. By moving feeding stations around your garden and keeping them close to cover, you can reduce the chance of a sparrowhawk attack. They prefer to nest in dense woodland and breed between May and July. Until the chicks are old enough to be left alone, the male sparrowhawk does all the hunting, feeding both the young and the female. Then both parents hunt for the juveniles and continue to do so up to a month after the young have left the nest. The sparrowhawks have left the nest. These highly efficient predators do sometimes get a bad rap due to their nature of predating on smaller birds, particularly in back gardens where they are more visible. It is worth noting that most songbirds are also predators, predating on smaller insects like caterpillars, ants and snails, etc. So they all have their place in the food chain. Both male and female juveniles have dark brown upper parts and appear similar to adult females, but the barring of their underparts is streaked and irregular on the breast. Females also have a distinctive white stripe above the eye. Due to its size, brown back, and a white stripe forming above the eye, this appears to be a young adult female. The breeding season is from April to May, producing just one brood per season. They nest in woodlands and coniferous and deciduous forests. Both male and female build the nest, which is situated in the fork of a tree near the trunk or on a horizontal branch. It is a platform made of loose sticks and twigs, lined with smaller twigs and bark chips. The female will lay 2 to 7 smooth, glossy white or cream eggs with a bluish tint and heavy dark brown markings, which are incubated by the female alone for 32 to 34 days. Chicks are fed by the female with prey brought by the male. They fledge at 26 to 30 days, but rely on their parents for food for a further month or so and reach maturity at 1 year. While the sparrowhawk is now one of the most widespread birds of prey in Britain, until a few decades ago it was more or less extinct in many eastern counties. This was partly due to persecution, but also due to pesticides used in agriculture. As well as killing individuals, the accumulation of harmful compounds thinned their eggs, which increased breakages during incubation. This led to a population decline. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and turn on the notifications for all the latest content. Thanks for watching.